You can feel the buzz. A new era of Buffalo Bills football is underway. It is Pettis on the return from his own 1-yard line, dancing across the 25 and down at the 31. James Cook, the NFL's leading rusher from a year ago, starts at running back. It's play action on first down. Allen to Khalil Shakir into Carolina territory and dragged down at the 48 after a gain of 21. What a start for Joe Brady in the Bills offense.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir is going to start right over the left edge. Every one of them was a risk for the opponent's defense to go the distance.
Allen looking to pass again. He's got a wide open DJ Moore with room to run. Moore inside the 15. Nick Scott on the tackle for Carolina, but Bills fans love that. A gain of 33.
Well, they misdirect him. This is a hard play action to the league. Alec Anderson been in the building, been the backup for 5 offensive linemen who'd never come out of the game. And Austin Corbett, a 10-year vet or 9-year vet.
Allen in the pocket, trying to escape and cannot. Ball came out after he was ruled down. Bass missing all of last year with the sports hernia and groin injury. And the first kick at Highmark Stadium is good for Tyler Bass. Yeah, for sure, Matty. And that was our Highmark Stadium Focus, brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, the official health plan of the Buffalo Bills. Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return for Carolina. They'll have good field position for their first drive. He's the head coach, and so far it seems like that process has gone very smoothly for Brady as Cook is taken down for a loss.
They wanted to come back to Buffalo and get into this building and rattle around in it to make it feel like home.
Allen on second down to the outside. He's got DJ Moore again. And we'll see where they spot it. He may have that first down. Mike Jackson had the coverage for the Panthers.
That is a great throw by Josh Allen. He feathers this. Sometimes the risk is worth it.
First down and 10. Here's Cook trying the left side. Has a hole. James Cook. Great vision and a first down run for Cook. A gain of 13 and a new left guard in there, Austin Corbett for Buffalo. And Cook was play action. Allen with time, wide open man. That's Shakir into Carolina territory and another Buffalo first down. A gain of 19, and that's the second time the Bills have had a free wide receiver down the field.
They flood the zone.
They just want the crews to try to handle it on their own.
That's right. They want the crews to kind of work that, exercise their ability to do that.
Third down and 15. Allen has all day, but nobody open, and Allen is sacked, and a flag comes in.
Yeah, he got hit in the mat. He got hit in the face. That was, yeah, no question about it. Travis Gibson hit Allen right on the face mask. That's going to be a personal foul.
6 minutes to go in the opening quarter, and a fresh set of downs for the Bills. Allen back to the air. Firing deep for Moore, and he's got it inside the 10. Third catch of this quarter for DJ Moore. This one goes for 18 yards, and it's first and goal for Buffalo.
Yeah, DJ Moore got a little twisted up.
Over on the sideline for first down. Ray Davis is the running back behind Allen. Allen rolling right, pump fakes. Good pressure again by the Panthers. Allen keeping the play alive, and he's got Keon Coleman for a touchdown. The first touchdown at Highmark Stadium. Allen to Coleman, and the Bills go up 9-0.
That's why it's frustrating to play Josh Allen if you're a defensive coordinator. You might call it, you got it covered up, and they're not allowed to tackle the way they used to, and the only time they get to reps at it is days like today.
Jonathan Brooks on the carry and bottled up. Deion Walker getting across the line of scrimmage quickly, and that'll bring up third down. Young's pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was Terrell Bernard crashing across and getting his hand on it.
Messages to Josh and help him during the week prepare.
Give to Hardman, and Hardman turns the corner down the sideline into Carolina territory. Ran into his own man, Jude Bowery, but a good run there by Hardman, a pickup of 28.
Trying to get that last block. knocked him over. You'll watch Jude Barry getting down the field right there. The draft pick thought he was going to line that guy up and lay him out, but Hardman tried to cut back and was going to go. You can see Josh Allen saw the same thing I did. That was a touchdown.
Final 90 seconds of the first quarter. Play action for Kyle Allen. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket, but he is taken down.
So it may be a little patchy at this point.
Second down and long. Allen to Davis. Blockers ahead. Ray Davis gets to the 40, and that makes it third and manageable for the Bills. A pickup of 12.
Yeah, that was a nice play call. And that's one of the things when you've got a head coach who's also the offensive coordinator. Even in the preseason, you can pull out a play that will work instead of just.
Bills are going to go for it on 4th down and 3 with Kyle Allen in the shotgun. Looking right, throwing, and he's got Keon Coleman for a first down.
Make more room for space for fans and parking and tailgating?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we know it's emotional, and for people like you, Steve, right, who have great memories, fond memories of that old building, people want to know what's going on.
Your offense should look like what your best players do well, and they have yet to find that out and what it might be.
Steven Gosnell on the reception, wearing Steve's old 89 jersey, and a gain of 18.
Very nice throw. Kyle Allen finding his rhythm here. Has a chance. It's well protected up front. Watch it hit. See how open he was.
Here's Davis up the middle, inside the 30. Nice running by Davis, who picks up the first down.
Oh, this is well blocked up front.
12-yard pickup for Davis.
Really well blocked up front. Watch this offensive line. It is always held up to the prism of the new head coach and some of the guys he brings back. He might have liked the first time around and didn't have enough of a voice to have them stick here. It's always interesting to watch, particularly a regime change of the way they've had it in Buffalo.
Frank Gore Jr. next to Allen, who's in the shotgun. Allen, pressure coming, and he is sacked. So the Panthers coming with some heat in the backfield, and Tyler Bass will come out to attempt another field goal.
Yeah, they got
this from 46 yards away. Missed earlier from 44. And this one is good. High snap. And Pickett, not with a good exchange to Trevor Achane. Jordan Hancock was able to blow that one up for Buffalo. Second and goal. Pickett to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. So Carolina is on the board. Jasim Reed with his second touchdown of the preseason. He also had one in the Hall of Fame game against the Cardinals.
Right out here, he's going to hit it. And this is a dart. You got to throw it right on the receiver's body. Chubb paying it forward like it was done for him.
This is Pettis on the return for the Bills out of his own end zone. Dante Pettis. And the ball comes out. And it looks like Buffalo has recovered with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
It's interesting that he said that.
Kyle Allen with a beautiful pass.
Take a timeout here. Yeah, he takes the quick timeout. 13 seconds left as the Bills come down.
Panthers will get the football to begin the second half. It is Tyler Bass, who is 2 of 3 on his field goal attempts in the first half, kicking off for Buffalo. Special teams certainly a way to make the roster, and Bills will be keeping a close eye on that throughout these 3 preseason games. Solomon coming with pressure, and Pickett is in trouble, and down he goes. Solomon came from one side, and then at the other side it was T.J. Parker applying the heat.
T.J. Parker is going to end up getting the sack, but you're right, they pinched in the pocket at the top and didn't give Pickett a chance to step up into it. It was a lack of day.
Pickett to the outside. He's got an open man and a first down. James Mitchell on the catch, the 4th-year tight end out of Virginia Tech, and the drive continues for Carolina. A gorgeous summer afternoon. Sun is shining bright on this grass field, and a nice tackle made there on the ground. That is Hancock again. 7 penalties for 82 yards against Buffalo today. Joe Brady will not be happy about that. Good containment there by Landon Jackson. Pressure coming. Pickett's pass batted down.
It's biblical.
It's not bad.
It's unbelievable. I appreciate you having me on, guys.
Now it's fantastic as Shane Buechele is now in at quarterback, and his first pass is complete to Kaleki Latu for a first down.
So I got to know him coming for a very long time.
Tyler Bass, 29 yards away, is good. Mitch, we look forward to hearing you all season long, pregame, postgame. Thanks for coming up to the
God
booth.
bless you guys. Thank you so much, Steve. You're the man. Andrew, God bless you, buddy.
Dion Dawkins, one of a kind. 3rd down and 1 could be the final play of the quarter as A.J. Dillon has the first down and finally tracked down from behind by Joe Andreessen.
You talk, man, that guy's got some energy, and I think his players see it and they feed off of it.
1st down and 10 for Kenny Pickett, in trouble, and down he goes. Mike Dana, who was signed in the offseason from the
run game coordinator, passing game coordinator, and the quarterback on a day-to-day basis, hugely important roles they still have to fill out.
4th and 7, and Dana gets there again. His 2nd sack of the drive, and that ends the drive for the Panthers. Mike Dana in his first.
You know, Western New York holds close to them, and a lot of other people visiting may not know, so we're really excited to introduce those things.
That's fantastic. I think down the road as Wheeler goes up the middle and in for a touchdown. Ian Wheeler adds to the Buffalo lead. I think one thing you got to think about for the future is some type of Steve Tasker sandwich. Now, Steve, what would we...
You're up 22, so you're up 15.
Buechele throwing incomplete. Intended for Macklin.
And you can stick a feather in your cap that you like your depth because you're down the roster. You're getting your between the 50th and 85th player of the roster playing, and they continue to have success. It really says good things about the depth of your roster. Not for nothing, he's delivered about just as many.
That one is picked off. Great anticipation on that play.
Guys are going to come in. You think it's going to be too much for him. He sees it right away and absolutely he sees it early. Look how early he jumped that route. He saw it coming and just picked it off. What a play.
That's the sideline demeanor we mentioned earlier that Joe Brady was looking for. Allen all fired up, and that whole Bills sideline.
He saw that very early and had the confidence and the aggression to get it. What a play.
Buechele remains the Buffalo quarterback, handing off for Frank Gore Jr. at the 10, and he's spun down at the 6. A nice run by Frank Gore Jr.
Yeah, the Bills, once again, the Bills' depth proving that it's got something in there. Frank Gore Jr.
Gore up the middle and in for a touchdown. Frank Gore Jr.
But they've got, look, they got 9 guys in the box, and the Bills still punch it in. That's a nice job by the Bills up front.
There's Bruno going to work.
There you go. Nice job, Bruno.
4th down and 1, 3 minutes to go in the 4th. And Carolina's going to get just enough for a first down.
So their punt team has not gotten a single rep.
Which is also an important part of that punting competition, the holds, as good running there by Anthony Tyus.
That they reminisced on some of those memories. 42 years later, Carmichael is now the offensive coordinator where Flutie spent 3 seasons. Best part about the story, he says his sisters still give him crap about what he wore on the sidelines.
Trask, wide open man in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. John Mechie with the touchdown catch in his first season with the Panthers.
Finishing up with a touchdown here with 20 seconds to go in the game. And you can tell this is
Joe Brady is a winner in his head coaching debut, shaking hands with Dave Canales, the Panthers head coach. And a successful start